Okay, I think we're live now. We are live streaming now. It's just going to be a delay. So, hello everyone, and welcome to Tarot for Kindness. This is such an exciting inaugural event. We're going to see how it goes. Let me turn off the sound. Yep, we are live. We're doing it. Okay, and we are on YouTube. So the way we are going to do this, and I have the Love Witch here. Hello, hello. Buchanan, my dear friend and colleague and witch here at the Parlor of Wonders, is going to be doing moderating in the comments. We're Ivan Subbotin is here with me. Ivan is in Kiev, and it was really a crazy night because there was a fakey, crappy firework that somebody put on the Kremlin from within the borders of Russia. They put it on the Kremlin, and then they're blaming Ukraine for it. And then they, of course, have to show off and do some bombs everywhere to show off. So he had air raid sirens and bombs all night long tonight. So he didn't sleep much. It's 5 a.m. in Ukraine right now, which is why this is so late because we're trying to make it so it's not so late for us and not so early for Ivan, but he's willing to wake up at 5. So I will introduce Ivan. Ivan is my dear friend in Kiev, and he is doing this work where he collects money and buys groceries for seniors. I won't say grannies because there's some grandpas there, some Didi, right? Along with the, yes. And they're there, and oh, look at, hello, everyone saying hello to you, Ivan. So what we're doing here is we're calling it Tarot for Kindness because we're raising money, and every dollar that we raise is going directly to buy groceries for seniors in Ukraine, in Zaporizhia, and in Kiev that are suffering during this wartime, suffering during this invasion, and they're having to make hard decisions like, should I buy my medicine or should I buy food? Should I buy heat or should I buy food? And when those kinds of decisions are being made, this is when we need to step up and step in. So Ivan is doing it, and with the help of many people, not just me, many people are donating money, but we need all of us. And so I always step in with like, what can we do to raise funds to buy groceries for these seniors? One of the ways is by getting oops, it froze a little bit down there. I hope it's still working. One of the ways is by buying the beautiful blessings of Baba Yaga. He always criticizes my pronunciation. Baba Yaga. I'll say it like an American. Baba Yaga. The blessings of Baba Yaga candle spell kit. $10 of each spell kit goes to help these seniors, help the grannies. She's the ultimate granny. So of course she's going to be helping the grannies. That's one way, but we came up with another way. And this way is for us to be doing readings, for me to be doing readings. And Ivan's going to share some of the stories of the seniors. I'll share some of the pictures and we'll do that. But what you can do is, if you would like a reading, so we'll put this out there now so that you guys can get your typing fingers going. If you would like to get a reading from me on live on YouTube, all you have to do is go to Venmo. And if you go to Venmo, my Venmo account is Parlor of Wonders, spelled just like this. And I'll put it in the, that's my Venmo, at Parlor of Wonders. And if you go to that, for every $10 you donate, I will do one card. So if you want a 1-card reading, donate $10. If you want a 2-card reading, donate $20. If you want a 3-card reading, donate $30. Once you've made your donation, I'll see your donation in Venmo. The reason we're doing it in Venmo is we can't figure out a way that we can do it on YouTube and still have I'm just trying to read too many things at once. We can't go on YouTube and do it because they take 30% of the donation. So we want to make sure all the donations go to the grannies. So that's why we're doing it through Venmo. at least until we figure out another system, but that's what we're doing. So anyway, so if you would like a reading, go ahead and go into Venmo. And I think we did have somebody send something. Let's see. Oh, Drew. No, that was 4 hours ago. I wonder what that, maybe that must be for this. Oh, people are making donations anyway. This is wonderful. Wonderful. We got some donations coming in. All right. So if you make your donation over on Venmo, come back into the chat and type your question in the comments, and then I will do the reading for you. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So someone are saying, let me read some of the comments just for right now. And then we'll talk about the seniors. So people are saying hello, Soul Power Tarot and Coaching. Hello, Megan. Hello, Jason. Hello, Jackie. Soul Power Tarot says Love Witch. Yay, love her. Megan says hi, Yvonne. Hi, Love Witch. Andrew says hi, babies. Megan says, oh goodness, bless your heart. And then people are talking to each other in here. That's great. Soul Power Tarot says, hi, Yvonne. Vivian says, hi, everyone. Make sure to like this video, the Love Witch says, so that other people can see it. Angelo says, greetings and blessings to all. Megan says, unfortunately, can relate to the struggle between food and medicine, or food and heat. But Megan, you can help. You can help by liking, you can help by sharing. If you like and you share and you tell people about this, that's an enormous help. Venmo is only available in the US though, Madame Pamita. Huh? Is there another way we could do it? Soul Power, do you have PayPal? Because you can also send it to Pamita at Parlor of Wonders, but then you have to let me know so I can go look it up. Is my that's for my I can't think of what it is. My PayPal. Or we also have to say, if people want to make a direct donation, maybe they don't want a reading, they can PayPal you, Yvonne, right? And I'm going to type that in. Let me put that in. All right. So why don't you tell people a little bit about, should I put one of the granny's pictures up? And then you can talk about her. Would you like to do that?
First of all, hello to everyone. I'm sorry I don't look too happy and energized right now, because we wake up at 2:30 a.m. tonight with huge explosions right over our heads. By the way, there were patriots that worked on some targets in Ukrainian skies, but it was very powerful, and all the car signalization started yelling. Yeah, so it was quite hard to fall asleep after this, and technically we still are having a crazy night because nobody turned the air alert strike off. So there are some more drones in the sky, but it's almost morning here, and every morning brings relief, and it brings a new work to us. And of course, I hope this work will be effective this day, because I still have some energy to work with grannies along with my colleagues. And yes, during this first stream, I would like to dive into some personalities. So yes, I can tell you from the very beginning that at the moment there are about 200 grannies in our list, but these are just numbers. I wanted to show you some persons, to describe them, to say, please briefly, to describe their life. You know, it makes sense to me, because we work with these people every day, and we see them alive. We see their eyes It's very important. When you see how Granny's face is changing during our meeting, when she see all the food we brought and all the medicine she hardly needs, but it's too expensive to buy. I just wanted to share this sparkle with you. So please show the first photo. Yeah.
Yes, we already have one donation. So Vivian made a donation for 3-card reading, so $30. Thank you so much, Vivian. And Vivian is on the East Coast. And so I know she wants to get to bed. So can we do her reading first? And then
Of course.
after I do her reading, then I'll see if there's anything else. Oh, someone says I have Cash App in the UK. I don't have Cash App. We'll figure out something for next week.
Please do, and I will
$10 per card. Yeah.
my morning tea.
You
with
can
my
have some
famous
tea.
Mug. By the way, I did this by myself. This is a war hog.
I love it. I love it. You made that?
Yeah.
It's a really big mug too.
Not that much, about 400 milliliters.
Oh, it looks really big. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have so many comments and things, but let's do what we're going to do right now is we're going to do Vivian's reading. Vivian donated $30 over on Venmo, and her question is, I want to know if I'm pointing my life in the right direction and should I be doing anything to change course? All right, let's take a look at that and see.
Good question. I would say a
question.
global question.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, whoops. Oopsie, hold on. Okay, so let me look at that. And we've got a new deck that we're working with. I'm going to do it with my new deck. I got 2 new decks that we're working with today. First one we're going to read with is so appropriate because it's Ukrainian tarot. It's Flower of the Magic Fern Ukrainian Tarot. It just came into the shop. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Absolutely gorgeous deck with amazing Ukrainian imagery, very rich imagery, and a very beautiful, beautiful deck. So I'm going to look at that. We're going to look at that. Some of the cards, I know exactly what they are and what's going on with them. Some of the people cards, I'm not familiar with all of the people that are on the cards. So like the king and queens and pages, sometimes it's people I don't know, I'm not familiar with, but we can still read without knowing who the person is. I'll learn it. Historical people. Okay, so for Vivian, is she on the right course? What does she need to know? Okay. Beautiful reading. I love doing these readings live. I haven't done this in so long. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Okay, Vivian, let's see what we see. 3-card reading. Beautiful. Protecting yourself. And you blossom. Wow, you blossom. Okay, main thing we have, first card is the Tower card. Now, Tower card in a traditional tarot and a regular tarot is indicative of like big dramatic change, right? In this deck, however, it's about protection. It's a fortress, right? The fortress is the Tower. So when I see this, I think, Vivian, the first thing, are you keeping your physical safety? Are you keeping your spiritual safety as you go on your journey? That's very important. I think, sometimes, and I know, Vivian, we've worked together before, so I know, that sometimes there can be stray negativity. Someone might have maybe be a little jealous, not even wishing you ill or anything, but they might be envious of something. So I would take your protection very seriously right now as you go on your journey. Whatever changes you're making might create a little jealousy with someone around you. Maybe it's professional jealousy. Oh, look at Vivian. She's doing her own thing and escaping this environment that we're, working so hard and slaving away at, and she gets to be free, right? That could be something. So if you're making changes, it doesn't mean that, there's danger or anything like that, but I would just make sure at this sensitive time that you're keeping your protection up, which brings up something very interesting, the concept of liminal time and liminal space. This is huge in Slavic magic, huge in Slavic magic, right? So when someone's engaged, but they're not yet married, very, very sensitive, very time of vulnerability, right? So you would put lots of protection around someone when they're in that vulnerable time. Newborn baby that hasn't yet been baptized or hasn't yet grown to like being a child yet is vulnerable. So we put extra protection, right? The new mother, the pregnant woman, we put extra protection because these are liminal times and liminal spaces. So you may be in this change, and change is liminal, right? Because you're not here where you used to be and you're not there where you're going to be. And so you want to make sure that you're keeping your protection up. Keep your fortress up. I would say most important is probably not share with everybody what you're doing. Keep it a little private to just your close people around you. Wear protection oil, wear protection charms, do those things while you're in this liminal time, while you're in this time of change. Once you're established in the new thing, great. That new thing, I will tell you, where the path where you're going down is amazing because you have both page of earth and page of air, and they are both beautiful flowers blossoming. So what that tells me is there's going to be two things in your life that blossom. Professional and personal could blossom. Your outer life and your inner life could blossom. Your material life and your spiritual life could blossom. So whatever you're doing is going to have two benefits for you. You might only be thinking of one benefit right now. If I do this, then I'll be this, right? But what I'm seeing is there's two areas of your life that are really going to show up with such beautiful, fresh, blossoming energy for making this change. But while you're in this liminal time, not yet where you were before and not yet to your destination, keep your protection up, be a little selective about who you share your plans with, and so on. Okay? Is that making sense to you, Vivian? Is that making sense to you? Let's see. I'm going to pause this down here because it's too annoying to see myself 5 seconds ago. All right, let's see. I knew that the first card was going to be the Tower. Does it make sense? Oh yeah, we can do Zelle, Angelo. Vivian, does it make sense what I'm saying about the double blossoming? Does that make sense to you too? I'm wondering if it does. You go ahead and put that in chat. I love this. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So that's wonderful, wonderful. Oh, okay. Andrew, I do see a donation from you. Did you make it? Yeah, I see you. Okay, Andrew, you're next. So we have another donation. Okay, good. This is great. We've got $60 so far. That's 1.5 grannies that we're going to feed today.
Even eating a lemon couldn't erase a smile of happiness from my face.
After all, no sleep, crazy bombs and everything. Oh my gosh. All right. So Andrew, go ahead and put your question in the chat. Oh, Vivian says also for everyone else to know, Madame Pamita has no idea what plans I have for my life. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've had a session, so I don't know what's going on for you, but I know we have worked in the past, so I know possibly a little bit, but yeah. So interesting. I'm excited. I hope you share it with me but don't share it with me now. Share it with me after it happens, right? Don't share it with anybody except for your inner circle. All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Vivian. And thank you for your donation. You fed 3/4 of a granny. Okay. So Andrew is going to, yes. And you guys subscribe and put the bell. Thank you, Love Witch. Okay, so let's do Andrew's reading and then we'll do a granny. Is that all right? Yvonne's like, fine.
Yeah, of course.
I can drink my tea.
This is our pilot project. So let's do whatever we need useful and necessary now.
We're trying to figure it all out. So, okay. Oh, okay. So Andrew just wants to know what to expect over the next 3 months. Wonderful. Okay. I'm going to use a different deck for you, Andrew. We're cycling through the decks because I have 2 new decks. So the first new deck is the Flower of the Magic Fern, and we sell that at the shop, and I'm loving working with it. It's amazing. Other new deck is the deck I wrote the book for. And that is the Silver Acorn Tarot, which I wrote the book that goes along with it by my friend Stephanie Buscema. Beautiful deck with amazing magical creatures on it. I always say this is the world I want to live in, where there's talking carrots and skeleton babies and all kinds of things. Just a magical world. Okay, so Andrew, we're going to look at the next 3 months for Andrew. Shuffling. I shuffle all of these new cards very carefully. I don't do a riffle shuffle because these are fancy decks that you need to take care of. All right, that feels good. All right, Andrew, let's see what's coming up for you. Oh, everyone's got the tower going on today. All right. So the first one that shows up is 3 of Cups. I have to look at a card closely because I'm not super familiar with the deck, even though I did the book for it. I should be more familiar. That was like a year ago I wrote it. So this is the 3 of Cups. So we see 3 little magical, 2 little pumpkin witches and a cat witch. And they're all having a tea party together, and they have 3 cups and they're sharing, flying around in the sky. So what that is suggestive of is over this next 3 months, social activity. 3 of Cups is a card of getting together with friends, people that love you, celebrating. It's also a card of success, like celebrating your successes. So if there's projects that you're working on this year, Andrew, that you're focusing on, that you're wanting, make sure that what you do is like, you don't just celebrate at home alone. Like you don't go, this is great, but actually do something with your friends and your loved ones and the people around you. This can also be like doing magic together as well, like social activity, getting together socially. So it could be having a coven or doing magic with other people. It could be celebrating with other people. It could be having a tea party. It could be getting together and just communing with friends and having a fun time with friends is really important. So the social connection is really important over the next 3 months. When we see 3 of Cups energy, it's got a lot of love in it. It's playful, it's fun, it's joyful time. So enjoy that joy, enjoy that pleasure, enjoy all of that energy, but really make sure that what you celebrate, you don't celebrate just by yourself, but you're celebrating with others. It can be celebrating your successes. It can also be celebrating their successes. But over the next 3 months, bring the selected the chosen family, the people that are around you that love you and care about you, bring them in close and spend time with them. I think that's really an important card for connecting with others and connecting in a joyful way, playful way. It's really lovely. You've also got you've got lots of friendship stuff coming up, positive friendship stuff coming up. 6 of Cups is the second card, and 6 of Cups shows a little boy skeleton and a little girl skeleton. And the little boy is giving the girl a little cup with a flower in it. It is a sweet gift. It's a gift from the heart. What this card signifies is having it can mean the beginning of a romance. It could definitely be that, but it's definitely that romantic. It's a romantic relationship. If it isn't a romantic relationship that you're wanting or thinking about, then it's a lovely heart-connected friendship, but truly open-hearted. Whether it's romance or whether it's friendship, it has the hearts open. You keep getting to 6 of Cups. It's like a really beautiful card of generosity of the heart, right? I'm giving someone a generous gift. I'm receiving that gift. It's like the sharing that happens. So when this card shows up, there's a real innocence in the relationship. When I say innocence, I mean a true purity of the heart, like a little kid loves. When we see a little kid and they see their friend, what do? They run up to their friend and they hug their friend. They aren't shy. They aren't afraid. They aren't thinking, am I cool? Am I not cool? That doesn't happen until they're teenagers, right? Danny's probably not worried about that yet, but he will be in a couple of years. Ivan's son. How old is Danny? 10?
10 years, yeah.
Yeah. So in 3 or 4 years, he's going to start worrying about being cool, I think, But there's that innocence of childhood where kids are not worried about being cool and they really do express themselves openly. If they're mad, they're mad. If they're frustrated, you can tell. There's no acting, they're real. So when I see this card come up, the Six of Cups, it's about that realness. It's about the realness. It's the realness of the heart and the authenticity of the emotions. So whether that is a romantic relationship that begins to blossom or whether it's a friendship, it's going to be a real one, a very sincere one, and one that comes absolutely from the heart. Real heart connection is what I see. Now, third card I have is the Tower card. Tower card is about change, right? Tower card is like things transforming and things changing. So because your other two cards are about friendship and socializing, what I'm seeing is there may be some changes in your friend relationships. That means there may be some friends that suddenly go. There may be some friends that suddenly come in, but there's going to be change over the next 3 months in your social circle. And so you may see some going, but you will see someone's coming in because a lot of this is about coming in. And so I think of these things, you may not even see it coming, where the friend that is maybe leaving your life, you're not even going to suspect anything. And then one day they turn on a dime or they ghost or they take off or whatever. But know that that is making space for someone new to come in. So whether it's relationship that ends and a new relationship comes in, or a friendship that ends and a new friendship comes in, I think that's probably what's happening for you over this next 3 months, because everything is about the social connection, the heart connection, the love, the friendship, and so on. But there's going to be some changes over this next 3 months. Not bad, maybe. Maybe it's time, we always say that sometimes people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Maybe the reason that friend was there no longer exists anymore. Maybe they were just there for a season and it's time for you to go your separate ways. And then the ones that come in for a lifetime. Yeah. Oh, you guys, it's so cute. Oh, and Andrew says, I know who it is. Okay. So yeah, I'm so happy you're here to confirm that. All right. So now you know. But social activity is very positive this year. So it's like, I think you're up leveling or upgrading the friendship circles. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's somebody that you might have outgrown in your friendship circle, I love that. Okay, so for you guys that have just popped in, let's see. Ashley, is Ashley here? Ashley sent $30 too. So Ashley, if you are here, you can go ahead and put your question in. Okay. Let's see. Oh, PayPal email. If you want PayPal email, it's Pamita at Parlor of Wonders. I put it up earlier on the chat. Someone's asking. All right. Well, we're waiting to see if Ashley's here. She may have just donated and not wanted a reading. And if anyone else wants a reading, Love Witch, can you go in and put all the information in the chat while we talk about the grannies? Would you mind doing that really quick? Just saying kind of a rundown. If they want a reading, it's $10 per card. And here's where you donate at Parlor of Wonders on Venmo or Pamita at parlorofwonders.com on PayPal. But you have to let me know on PayPal. So, because otherwise I'm not checking PayPal, I'm only checking Venmo. Then you let me know and I'll check over there. All right, I'm going to bring a granny here. You ready for a granny? Surprise granny. Which one is coming first? Do you see her?
I see, at least.
Let's see. I don't know if we can see on, I think we can see. Let's see. Can we see her? I hope so. Anyway, I hope they can see her. We have to wait and see. 5 seconds, Zoom delay. I think we can get to it. Yep, there she is. She's up on Zoom. Okay, up on YouTube. Sorry. Who's this?
I will explain how I came up to this idea. All the grannies I want to show you today are people who are next in our queue. And at the moment, we have some delay in our visits, so we have to postpone them. And actually, this stream is a possible solution to decrease the intervals between our visits, because it should be 1 month between visits, because our food program is calculated for 2 weeks, which is really helpful for them, and they can, you know, feed themselves at least somehow with our help. So I choose some colorful persons from our key, and I want to briefly introduce them. So the first granny's name is Tamara Anatolievna. She's 84 years old, lives in Kiev. And what I wanted to tell about her, she had, when she was younger, she had a very weird profession as for a woman. She was a tower crane operator at a construction site, during many decades, which can really sound weird, but in Soviet Union, it was more or less common for women to work in heavy industry, metal plants, metal factories, chemical plants, and works like this. She is very sensitive, and you know, almost all the time she is optimistic, but during the last couple of visits she cries with happiness, because, you know, first of all, this is a great relief to get food for them. I have to tell that almost all of our grannies cannot leave their homes. This is our main criteria to add the person to the list. So they have no money and they have no opportunity to go outside and to buy themselves something. Yeah, so I think that we will visit her this morning in a couple of hours, 4 or 5 hours, and you can go to my Facebook. I hope Pamela will share my Facebook here.
Oh, yeah.
You can friend me, and you can see the result of our work today. And I hope, no, I don't hope, I know, because we will already have some money. I know that she will be there, and you can see her face after she will get your help, because it's not my help. I only deliver. I'm just a tool. And who really help, it's you guys. It's not me.
It's so good. I'm putting your Facebook account there so that they can follow you, and also at Instagram. It's just the same as your email. Ivan Subbotin 1983 is your Instagram, right? Okay.
You are welcome to friend me and to come up with any new ideas, how to share, maybe some new, things about how to improve the situation. Now we really need it, because the interest has been decreased hugely, and we have to do something. This is why we're here. So I won't be describing too long. You can show another granny.
Okay. And we also got another donation. Yay! We got another
Excellent.
donation. Let me put up another granny. You're going to talk about her, and
Very
then
quickly.
I will get that reading sorted out. Okay. Next granny in our, do we see her? I think so. There she is. Okay. Do you see?
This is Nina Mikhailovna, and this amazing granny is 95 years old. She's almost 96, and she always smiling. I haven't seen more optimistic person, at least at that age, than she is. 95 years old. Of course, she barely moves, but her flat is always clean and there is no trash in it. She tries to do everything to keep the place where she lives in purity. it amazes us every time we visit her. She also lives in Kiev, so I have an opportunity to see her in person, because we also have many grannies from Zaporizhia, and many of those live in the refugee hostel. So these are people who lost everything, whose houses has been destroyed. Yeah. So Nina Mikhailovna, we helped her for, if I'm not mistaken, 13 months. So she is our so-called client since almost the very beginning of our mission. And about 4 months ago, she didn't feel herself well, but at the moment, she is happy and optimistic as usual. So she feels better, and she wants to eat. And we will provide her with food today.
So
Also,
sweet.
this is a very good format of the meeting. I really like it. So when I describe somebody who
Yeah.
we will visit in literally a couple of hours,
Wow.
that's so inspiring.
Yeah. Well, it inspired Fariel to donate $50 for a 5-card reading. There we go.
Okay.
So, Fariel, do you want to give your question? Do you have your question? Oh, okay. So, yes, let us know if you donate in chat so we don't miss your question. Okay, and Safia donated on Venmo. I would like a reading too. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so Fariel, do you want to give me a question? I don't know if you did. I'm going to try and find it. Okay, let's see. If you can put it in the chat again, so it's at the bottom of the chat so I can see it, and that will make it easier for me. Yeah, that's you, Soul Power Tarot. Yeah. So what deck do you want me to use? Do you want me to use the Flower of the Magic Fern or the Silver Acorn Tarot? This is Silver Acorn Tarot. This is Flower of the Magic Fern. So whichever one you want, you can tell me. Lady Vader 77, the Love Witch will tell you how to donate. It's through Venmo or PayPal, and maybe we can pin those or something like that, pin those places to donate. So, okay, Soul Power Tarot and Coaching. Oh, what do I need to know for my highest good? That is, okay. All right, we could do that. All right, I'm gonna pick a deck. Actually, I'm gonna work with this one, the Silver Acorn Tarot. All right, we'll look at this one. Oh yeah, and you picked that one. See, I knew you were gonna want that one. All right, let's take a look. 5 cards. Thank you so much, Fariel. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. For the highest good, what do I need to know for my highest good? That's a great question. See, that's a tarot reader asking that question. They know how to ask a good question. What's for my highest good? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, lots of things going on here. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm seeing. Central card. So I'm doing a 5-card spread since you've donated $50 and we're doing a 5-card spread. We're doing what I call it my daisy reading. It's not a layout. It's not a real layout. It's a layout I made up where I put one central card and then I put the rest of the cards around it like the petals of a flower. So the central card tells me like the main theme. It's like kind of like if you're doing a Celtic cross, it's like the outcome card at the end. It's your main theme, your big theme. And then the other cards tell us more information. Okay, so here's what you need to know. First of all, your central card is King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And first of all, look at that cute King of Pentacles. He's a pumpkin. He's got his big gold coin. I love it so much. So cute. So King of Pentacles energy is about having material world, being in the material world. And he always is like always draped in big robes and has like all his material needs being taken care of. So This is also about getting practical. So, Ferial, I would say your first thing is to start to look practically at things, to look practically at your business, to look practically. This is a kind of Capricorn energy, like doing a business plan, checking your bank accounts. Where can you get the funds to do something? It's very Capricorn, very practical energy. So for your work right now, I think you're very much in the spiritual realm, but we've got to bring it down to the material realm, right? As a tarot reader, you love to play up there in the esoteric and you love to play in the spirit. But this card is about the practical aspects, the practical part of having a business, the practical parts of your life, right? Focusing on there instead of maybe being up in the clouds. I see that there's some worry. Maybe it's about money. Maybe it's about other areas of your life or practical concerns of your life, because we have Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is like, look at the little bird. The little bird is in the nest. The little bird's safe in the nest, but the little bird has tears. And so this is a card of anxiety, worry, not sleepless nights and things like that. So there's something going on where you're getting anxious perhaps, or overthinking something or worried about something, and taking practical action will be the solution for it. So whether it's health issues, wealth issues, housing issues, job issues, but practical stuff, you're worrying about it, but you need to take practical action. Take practical action. Know that as the King of Pentacles says, you're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine, but you need to activate that practical steps. Also, too, there's an ending of something and a new beginning. We have 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is the card of, I call this card one chapter closing and a new chapter opening. That also might be creating anxiety for you. If you're having an ending and a new beginning on something in your life, the King of Pentacles says you're going to be okay. But right now you might feel very destabilized. Both 9 and 10 of Swords are air cards, and air is about thinking. It's about the mind and about what your thoughts are and how your thoughts can stir up your emotions. So what you want to do is, instead of getting into the emotion of it or the worry of it or the anxiety of it or the overthinking of it, take practical steps. Do the practical things you need to do. Overthinking for sure. Yeah, I think, esoteric people, we absorb energy. We're working in a different realm. We have to get back down to the reality again, right? And look at you've got Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is a bat. She's hanging upside down. The card isn't upside down. She's hanging upside down. Look how cute she is. Oh my gosh, she's also very cute. So Queen of Swords is about rationality. So we need to bring practicality and rationality to the forefront, being clear, getting good advice, listening to advice, absorbing it, and taking action. Virgo rising. Of course you're overthinking. I think I'm a Cancer, and I call myself the Virgo whisperer, because the Virgos tend to overthink, and I'm like, it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Look at your central card. It is going to be okay. So, wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. So, Queen of Swords, be rational, be logical. Don't make your decisions based on emotion. Look at pros and cons. Make a list of the pros and the list of the cons. Map it out. I would almost say to you, inner practical self. I'm a Virgo rising and Capricorn moon. Get in touch with that Capricorn moon and that Taurus sun, right? We've got all that earth energy. We've got to tap into that earth energy. It may just be destabilizing right now. Things feel a little, if you're making a change, all that Taurus doesn't like change. Capricorn doesn't like change. Virgo doesn't like change. If you're making a change, it's like scary for all that earth energy. Earth doesn't like to make a change. If earth makes a change, it's an earthquake, and that is not fun, right? So earth likes to change very slowly, and you may have to get tapping into all that practical energy and not overthinking and not worrying about it. This is very interesting too. So you have great intelligence, great powers of rational thinking. You're very practical. You have these things within you. You have to tap into them. Last one is Page of Cups. Page of Cups is the psychic, you know, and I always think of Page of Cups being an animal psychic because we have this little skeleton mermaid boy and he's talking to his little fish that's in the teacup, right? So this card often shows up when people have animal psychic abilities. And I figure that that's something that you may have, and animals that come in. I would even say to you that you might want to look at, for example, like maybe you're not animal psychic or pet psychic. Um, if you're not a pet psychic or animal psychic or not interested in that, that's fine. But I do think you have a special connection to animals and to the animal world. So it could be simple, like you're noticing animals and they're messengers for you. There's a great book I'm going to recommend to you. It's called Llewellyn's Little Book of Spirit Animals. Llewellyn's Little Book of Spirit Animals. That book is a powerhouse. I love that book. It's a book I turn to again and again. If I see an animal out in the world and I feel like that's a message for me, I look up and see what she has to say about that animal, and it is always spot on. It is always spot on. So I would say to you, start looking for animal connections, whether that's seeing animals out in nature and getting messages from them, or having pets, maybe bringing a pet into your life, connecting with pets, or connecting with other people's pets. There's something there in that for you. There's something in the world of nature and the world of animals, the animal kingdom, that's there for you. This also tells me like there's the great psychic awareness, and there may be, because it's page energy, there may be a new avenue for you in terms of your psychic ability. So that could be a new method, a new form of divination, a new deck, a new way of doing work, like, you know, expanding your offerings or doing something like that. But divination is Page of Cups energy, in my opinion. And that's what's coming up for me. So I see this as being a time for you, rational, practical. You do also get the spiritual as well, and really tapping into something new, and particularly tapping into work with animals. It's interesting you bring that up. I'm scared of animals, but I feel their energy so intensely. Yeah. You know what could be really good for you to do is to start to familiarize, because again, this is a new territory. A page is the beginner, right? It's new territory for you. So you might want to start not by connecting with an animal in real life, but maybe watch a documentary, a movie about a certain animal that you feel interest in, maybe. Maybe you're interested in birds, so you watch a documentary about owls, or maybe you're interested in fish or octopus or whatever. You can watch them and learn at a safe distance so that you're not in danger, but you can learn about them and get their energy and learn to understand them. Yeah. So yeah, it's so beautiful, right? It's so sweet. It's a little skeleton guy. He's so cute. I love these cards. These cards are, by the way, the Silver Acorn Tarot, which we have in the shop, and you can also buy it from Stephanie Buscema directly. She sells them. She's the artist. She sells them, and then I did the book for it. So overall, Ferial, what I would say to you is this: you are worrying, but you don't need to worry. All is well. So if it's easy for us to say, I'm overthinking, I'm worrying, but take practical steps and then the worry will go away. Be rational, make pros and cons list, and that will be resolved too. And start to think about working with the animal kingdom in a very gentle and safe way. Oh, I'm drawn to birds and owls. So you're not afraid of animals. You do like birds. That's an animal. Okay, so start there. Start with birds. Learn about birds. Learn what the different bird messengers are. Get that book. I'm telling you, that book is amazing, life-changing. Llewellyn's Little Book of Power Animals or Spirit Animals. It's a really good one. Okay, so it looks like we have some other people. Okay, I think. Okay, let's see who else we have. Thank you so much, Ferial, by the way. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so Lady Vader might have donated on, oh. Someone said about you I have never seen this guy before. He seems so sweet. He has a very sweet energy. They weren't talking about the card. They were talking about you, Ivan.
That's very nice to hear. Thank you very much.
He does have
In-
sweet energy.
Indeed, I'm kind. I am quite kind person. I couldn't refuse your statement.
You are very kind. I mean, to think, he during they tell, thank you so much, Varial. So they don't know the story of that you got a bunch of donations at the beginning of the invasion over Etsy because you have a shop on Etsy where you sell patterns, cross stitch patterns.
I think
And yeah,
we'll have a lot of time in our next series to
yeah.
get people more acknowledged with our mission and how it started. So let us leave this to the next
Okay.
streams.
Stay
I
tuned
want
for
to
the
tell
next
I want to
week.
tell something new every time.
Okay, okay. All right, Lady Vader, you can go to at Pamita at Parlor of Wonders, or donate it to at Parlor of Wonders.com on $30. So it's $10 per card. So $30 is a 3-card reading. Okay. And if you donate it there, then I'll see it. I'll look on my PayPal and I'll see it. And then we can do your reading. Anyone else that wants a reading, a live Zoom reading from me, come, let's do it. All you have to do is make a donation on Venmo at Parlor of Wonders or PayPal at Pamita at parlorofwonders.com. Can you talk about a granny while I go get my charger? Otherwise, I'm going to run out of battery, and that will be the end of our
Of course,
stream.
of course.
See, simple things like that, right? All right, let me share the third granny that you sent the picture of, and you'll share about her, and I'll get my charger. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, we already saw her. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So
Oh no, this is new
she's
one. Yeah.
there, and I can
Okay, good.
describe a little. Okay, guys. This granny's name is Margarita Mikhailovna. She's 87, and she doesn't leave her house over the last 2.5 years. Yeah, so she walks only with a stool, and she walks only outside her flat. She needs food very much because nobody helps her except us. And she gave me a call a couple of days ago. She was very interested in when will we bring the next portion of help, because as I told you before, we are postponing our visits and we are here to improve the situation. And this granny, Danny loves her very much because she has a cat whose name is Nusha. Nusha is a British, this gray British guys with the fat cheeks breed. Yeah, he is very sweet, and Nusha is known in our society as gray marshmallow. He's so soft. It's an excellent creature, and Danny always asks me to take him with me when I visit Margarita, and I hope that today, not in the morning when he will get back home from school, we will visit her, and you can also see the freshest photos of her and probably of her cat today in our post. So please friend me on Facebook, and you will see everything.
Yeah.
Actually, I will be brief. This is the pilot series of our project, so we're only learning how to act. And it was the information I prepared for you for this morning. And next time I will tell something more.
Yeah. Yeah. We wanted to share some of the grannies that you're going to be helping. This is like the money that you donate now is directly going to these beautiful, amazing elders in Ukraine who are suffering and need food. They can't leave the house. They have to make decisions between medicine, heat, rent, and food. And when you're having to make those kinds of decisions, this is like an angel came to you and brought you food so that you can at least not have to make that decision between food and something else. Sometimes I have to say one little thing too. Ivan, you customize the packages sometimes for them so that, like, if there's a person who, like, there was one beautiful granny who I love so much, you know which one I'm going to talk about, who has a little dog. She is so destitute that she was begging for bread in a grocery store and just happened to go up to Ivan's wife, Yulia, and ask her for bread. And Yulia said, wait a minute, like, we have a saying in English, hold my beer. Right? It means hold my beer means you're going to go fight, right? But it's anytime you're going to do something big and you need two hands, right? So she said, hold my kvass. And, and then she said, I'm going to fill out grocery cart. And they gave her 2 weeks worth of groceries, not just a loaf of bread, but 2 weeks worth of groceries. And they worked it out with her. But they also found out that she had a little dog and she was having to, again, choose between feeding her dog and feeding herself. So Ivan in the last package brought her a little bit of dog food so that she wouldn't have to make that choice between feeding herself and feeding the dog. And this touched her so deeply. It was so amazing.
You can see a video with her in our Monday post this week.
Yeah.
So it was her next visit was recent.
Oh, it's so wonderful. So if anybody wants a reading from me, it's $10 per card. We'll do it live here on our live stream. And you can make the donation. I'm looking for donations. We've already done Andrew, Vivian, Fariel, and anybody else. If you want to donate on YouTube, I can't keep all my things straight. PayPal, if you want to donate on PayPal, or you want to donate on PayPal, you can donate on PayPal by going to Pamita at parlorofwonders.com. The link is in the chat, the name, the whole spelled out name, and you can donate there, or you can go to Venmo and go to at Parlor of Wonders and make your donation there. And then we'll go ahead and do that reading. What I'm noticing here too is something interesting, Ivan, for next week. We're thinking about doing this again next week, which would be really fun. But now this is our first one where we're trying to figure out how this works and how we're going to do it, right? So I think what we can do next week is if people want to pay ahead of time and then show up, we can also do that. That's what Andrew did. That's what Drew did. He paid ahead. He paid 5 hours ago. So we can have people do that. And then if they show up, they can ask their question and we can be prepared and just go down the line. And that may make it easier for people because then they don't have to do it right now. They can do it ahead. So we can do it both ways. You can do it right now and I can do the reading right now, or you can pay ahead of time and we can do that reading then when you show up.
Yeah, this is a very good idea, and I think that they have to mention to what cause this donation goes, so you could separate, and you will know from whom exactly and for what reason.
Yeah, they're putting it in the notes, like. And Drew put a Ukrainian flag with a little fairy and a little merman. So I knew that was for this. And then Vivian said Ukraine and reading. So I knew it was for this. And then Ashley, donations to the elderly. So Ashley made it on March 2nd. So I don't know if Ashley just did it or if Ashley's here. But Ashley, if you're here, you can ask a question. Yana also paid $10. So Yana wants a reading. If Yana's here or Ashley's here, maybe they just made the donation. I don't know.
We have to figure out how to know for sure.
We're going to have to figure out a system. So maybe I'll make a page on my website, or we'll figure out something so that I can tell people exactly what to do. And then we know what's going on.
Yeah. If we want to make this regularly, we have to have a system, a
Yes.
clear system.
So we have now $50. No, sorry. We have $100 on Venmo and $50 on PayPal that we're going to be sending you. so that you can
Mhm.
feed grannies today?
It's almost 4 grannies.
Almost 4. We just need
Mhm.
$10 more.
I also have $20 from yesterday. Another person donated me, so we have 170. That's 4 grannies for sure. And I have to tell you, so let's speak about the numbers a little. We have to visit at least 40 grannies to a week to keep our interval still, which means that every day we have to visit no less than 6 grannies. 7 is better because some days are traditionally failed. For example, Saturday when everybody has his rest. Yeah, so 7 grannies during a weekday is a result we should be expecting for. Yeah, and if you want me to tell more about grannies or just about the life in modern Ukraine, friend me. We will have a conversation. We will have a video chat. It's not a problem for me because I spend a lot of time in speaking with my foreign friends, and I do this with a great pleasure because it's really a pleasure to get someone acknowledged with how we live, to wake up his interest to our country, our culture, our reality,
Yeah.
which was not so, which wasn't too good during the last night, but it's not every day, and every new day brings a lot of new emotions to us.
Yeah. We want, it's like the thing, we have to be there with you guys as much as we can. We can't be there, but we can walk beside you. We can't walk it because we're not there with you. You're walking the path. You're there in it. And you're doing something that everybody doing, whoever there is doing anything, whether they're fighting in the army or whether they're helping in the hospital or whether they're feeding people, you're all doing something to keep Ukraine going, to get to victory. This is the end. The end game is to have victory, and it will happen. But in that process, we are not able to be there with you, but we can be there and support. And I tell people, it doesn't mean yes, of course, we want to have donations. And of course, we want to be bringing money so that you can purchase groceries for people. But what we also need is people paying attention, seeing
Yeah,
what's going on, liking the post of about Ukraine, liking and following Ukrainian accounts, following what's going on with real people. And if you look at, I'll tell you a little secret. I have 27,000 whatever followers on Instagram. I don't follow that many people. Not because I don't want to, it's because I'm busy. I'm a busy person, right? I'm not really on Instagram very much to like scroll. So, but when I see a Ukrainian person, if their account is just like me and my kids or whatever, I follow them because they need to feel seen. You guys need to feel like we're there with you. And that's, I think, important too. So even if you can't donate now, follow Ivan so you can follow what's going on with the grannies. Follow Ivan on Instagram or Facebook so you can see what he's doing and like and share the posts. Because even if you can't donate, maybe one of your friends can donate. Maybe you can do a little fundraiser like I'm doing all the time. I'm doing fundraisers all the time to help. So it doesn't mean you have to, just because you can't donate right now, because some people are struggling too, but you can help. Maybe you do a fundraiser. Maybe you have a bake sale. Maybe you share a post, follow, like, because all of those things help. All of those things help. Right?
yeah, of course.
I'm waiting for an answer. You're
Spreading the word
sleepy.
is very important.
Do you want to,
Sometimes it's no less important than direct donations.
yeah, to feel like, I think one of the things that's so important is not to feel like you're just, nobody cares. We need to know that people care. We need to know that people care. That's
Yeah,
what we
this
all
is what
need.
our grannies feel when we come to them, because most of them live in complete isolation from the outer world. And we are, as I mentioned before in one of my posts, we are a window to the world, to them. This is very important because they have an opportunity to talk for 30 minutes, for an hour. So, one visit to a granny, it's not a very short event, because we definitely spend some time with them, and you know, they just want to be heard, and they don't have this opportunity. So we don't help only financially by groceries. I think that some kind of psychological help is also present here in this case.
When you feel like somebody cares, that is huge, huge. When you're suffering and you just know, they may not know us, they may not see us, but they know we're there because we're the ones making the donations so that you can buy the food so that they can eat and they can have a visit from you, It's it's as essential as the food. I agree. It's as essential as the food. Well, why don't we wrap up for today and you can maybe take a little cat nap. Maybe you can take a small nap before you have to go out and feed them.
I have just received the signal that airstrike is off, so we're safe at the moment, and probably I wouldn't sleep. I will prepare for some purchases in the supermarket. We'll visit some grannies. So it's time to work. It's 6 a.m.
Okay, so I'll send you the money so you can go out shopping right now. And then we'll do this again next week. I'm going to think about like planning it so that people can prepay ahead of time if they want to. And I'll find out if Ashley, I don't know if Ashley and Yana, they just may have sent money. They might have just sent money. Yana probably just sent money. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll make it and we'll promote it and we'll let people know how they can make the donation, that they can make the donation ahead of time. And maybe I'll make, I could make a thing on the website that's a button that they can pay. So I'm thinking about it. Okay. I want to say thank you to all you guys that have been here all this time and checking in and popping in and out. Let me see what you guys are doing. Oh, it definitely makes a difference. Oh, donation. Well, I got one more donation. I donated. Lady Vader, I don't see you on my PayPal, but let me refresh it. Let me see if it came through. Can you, let's see. I think I got it. Wait, I see another one. There's a bunch of them. Oh, wait a minute. We can't leave yet, Ivan. Sorry. There's a bunch
Okay.
more.
Anyway, supermarkets open at 8 a.m. So
We have a
as for
little more
me, I have
time.
plenty of time.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, to
Okay.
gain some more money for our grannies, today's grannies.
Okay. So let me look at all of the people. Okay. So these are the people I have in PayPal. So that's what I need to do is make it pay. Everybody can pay on PayPal. So Lucas, Hallie, and Nancy, so Nancy has a 3-card reading. Holly has a 3-card reading and Lucas has a 1-card reading. Can you please put your questions in the chat? Yeah, a few more have come in. Yes, so put your questions in. Safia, I don't know which one are you. Safia, was that one of those you? Oh, Venmo, you're on Venmo. Let's see what happened with Venmo. Safia, I see you. So another $30. Look at that. We like doubled our money. All right.
As far as I understand, it's no less than 6 grannies today.
That's
maybe even
great.
7.
That's great. Okay, so Lady Vader is why none of my magic is working. There seems to be some sort of block. I sometimes have message, but not movement or manifestation. All right. All right. So let's look at yours. I'm going to do the Silver Acorn Tarot for this one because it's right in front of me. We'll do that. We'll take a look and see. Why is none of my magic working? All right. Let's see. What can help your magic work is another way to ask that question. What can help with those manifestations? All right, let's see. All right, I've got an answer for you. Oh, you know what? You're gonna laugh at my answer. The first card that I pulled for you, Lady Vader. Oh, Nancy. Okay, thank you. Okay, so first card is Temperance. Temperance has a couple messages for you. First message, be patient. Be patient. Maybe some of the manifestations that you're working on need time to bake. Like I sometimes think of like Temperance card is a little bit like an alchemist, right? Pouring from one cup into another cup. But when we see Temperance card, it means patience. But it means patience not like we're punishing you, but things take time. So if you're mixing something and then you need to let it brew, right? It's going to take time. If you put a cake in the oven, but you're constantly opening the door of the oven to check if the cake is done, your cake will never be done, right? Because you're letting cold air in. So when you bake a cake, you make the cake, you put it in the oven, and then you set your timer 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you let it be. You trust that the cake is going to bake and that the cake is going to be delicious, right? So the same thing with your spell work. I think what that card is telling me is when you do a spell, you need to set it and forget it. If you're constantly looking and working and fussing with it, I mean, not just the physical candles or whatever you're working with, but if you're constantly fussing over the concept or the intention, then it's like opening the oven door 10 times, right? It's like you're not trusting your magic. You're not trusting your magic in that sense. Like you're not trusting the oven to bake the cake. So when you do a spell or when you do magic, believe in the magic, trust the magic, and then put it out of your mind a little bit. Focus on something else, right? If you're working on a love spell, focus on career. If you're doing a money spell, focus on finding joy in your friendships. Focus on something else and let the spell do its work. I find that sometimes when we overthink or over obsess about our spell intention, it can drain the energy out of it. Because what we're doing is this. I do a spell, let's say a classic example. I do a love spell. I want a new boyfriend. Okay, I do a love spell. All right, I don't want a new boyfriend. I love my boyfriend. Don't worry about that. But let's just say a person. Where's my new boyfriend? Why isn't he here? There's nobody around me. This isn't working. My spell isn't working. I'm never going to have a boyfriend. This is terrible. Look what I just did to my spell. Like, let the spell live in peace. Let it do its work and be patient with it. Trust it and put your focus on something else while the spell is working. Okay. Let the spell have faith in your magic. Have faith in your magic. And then put your attention elsewhere. Okay.
Can I add a couple of words to this?
Add. Yeah. I'm going to teach you tarot so that you can be a tarot reader next week.
The quite clear example is when you plant a seed, you need some time for a tree to grow up. It doesn't grow up, rapidly.
Right? Exactly. We don't look at the dirt and say, my seed isn't coming. I mean, we always think about it, right? We always think about it like, oh, is my seed gonna, and then one day it does. But you have to have faith and trust it. You have to trust it. Trust your magic. That's the Temperance card. The other part of the Temperance card that I wanted to get to is this. The little fox. Hey, is that my spirit animal, Ivan? Ivan says my spirit animal is the fox. I believe him. He's a spiritual guy. He knows. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the rock, right? You need to take practical action and spiritual action. That's the other message of the Temperance card, right? We can do a spell for love, but if we don't mix and mingle and meet people, how he's not going to be the pizza delivery guy, right? We need to go out into the world and do something practical. We can do a spell for a new job, but if we're not sending out our resumes or filling out applications, how are we going to get that new job? So make sure you're doing spiritual and material, and then trust your magic. Let your magic do its work. Okay. All right. Now, second card, King of Wands, Fire King, passion, confident. A king is confident, right? And the essence of the king is leadership, right? So King of Wands is Fire King, motivation, action, and passion. Bring motivation, action, and passion to your magic, right? Have passion. When you do your spell, do it with gusto. Do it dramatically. Say the words out loudly if you can. I mean, sometimes we live with roommates or other people in the house, but if you can, if you can't say the words out loud, bring your fire and your passion. Bring your fire and passion to your magic. Get excited about your magic. Be optimistic about your magic. That's the other part of the Fire King. He's optimistic. He's passionate and he's in charge. So believe, know your power. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Things take time. This is exactly what you were talking about, Ivan, because look at, I'm showing this little detail. He's got his rows in the ground, the furrows. He's planted the seeds, but nothing has happened yet. It's going to take a minute. So the manifestations that you're working on, it seems like the things that you're working on are long range plans, bigger plans, long range plans. So if they're long range plans that you're working on, it is going to take some time for them to manifest, but trust it. Don't do the, I'm going to say this not because you are a newbie, but I'm saying that newbies do this. They go, I did my spell and I didn't get my thing. Your spell just finished. Give it a minute to happen, right? Give it a minute to happen. It will happen. Have patience in it. So you got two cards about patience. So there you go. All right, all right, Nancy. Okay. I hope does that make sense to you? Let me know in the chat. Okay. Next one we had was Safia. Aw, so cute. So you have 3-card reading too. Great, Safia. And then we'll get to everybody. Don't worry. Safia, I'm still seeking guidance on how to deal with my current relationship. Okay, dealing with the current relationship. Nan, that's your fox spell message. I know, I love that fox. Okay. All right, Safia, how to deal with my current relationship. Okay, arguing, it looks like. Oh boy. Oh, it comes out good though. Okay, there's some challenges. There's some real challenges in your relationship. Okay, the first card is the 5 of Swords, and 5 of Swords is a card that's can be about arguing. It can be about not seeing eye to eye, or even being in competition with one another, in the sense that I have to get the last word in, or I have to be right if there's an argument. That's 5 of Swords all the way. So this is a card of like battling and disagreements. But the other message in the 5 of Swords is to find a new strategy. So if you guys argue about something and it's ongoing argument, then you need to think of a new way to communicate. Really, you think of a new way to communicate. That's going to be a big one for you guys. Thinking about how can we communicate compassionate communication, right? We don't need to agree on things, but we do need to speak with respect to one another. That could be a way of making it better. That's an example. It may not be your specific case, but that's an example. So there's definitely this feeling of competition. There's definitely this battling and this feeling of like, I have to be the winner. I have to be the winner. I have to get the last word in. I'm wrong and you're right. That kind of energy. And so I think that is the first thing that needs to be addressed is compassionate communication, and also being able to find a new strategy for dealing with communication for the two of you. Okay, that's number one. Is that making sense to you, Safia? About communication? Okay, and conflict? Okay, second card. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a very interesting card because people see this card come up and they go, oh, I don't like that card. But this card is a great card because it says you are not seeing the reality and there's a feeling that I'm trapped. That little rooster has a ribbon over his eyes he cannot see. He feels like, oh my gosh, I'm trapped in this cage of swords, but there's no cage. It's open in the front. But because he can't see that it is open. He can't see that he could walk away. So there's a belief that you're holding. This Eight of Swords is always beliefs that you're holding that are not reality, right? This, I'll give you an example that is not about your relationship, but may help you to understand. If I have a belief, oh my gosh, unemployment's high, I'm not going to be able to get a new job. Is that a real belief? No, because even during high unemployment, people get jobs. Why wouldn't I get a job? It might be true of the country or my region or the world or whatever. But my reality, even in a reality where there's high unemployment, people still get jobs, right? So it's getting beyond the limited thinking. Thank you. What I want you to think about is where you're having limited thinking about this relationship, or this may be systemic to the relationship, is that we're making assumptions and we have limited thinking. We're thinking inside the box instead of thinking outside the box. So I think that can be helpful in this relationship, realizing that there's more to this, or that there's it can be much better. And in fact, look at your third card, King of Cups. This is deeply emotionally connected. King of Cups is about being in love in a very solid way. So this relationship has potential, but the limitation and the perceived limitation and the communication that is not helpful is not letting you get there. So change the strategy, change the way you speak to one another, change the way you think about yourself and about the other person, and think outside the box. And you can get here with that relationship. Yeah. That's where you can get to. So I think you guys, there's hope in this relationship. It's not a card. I mean, I would say move on if I thought move on, but this is a great card. So it's worth working on this relationship, but you guys are both going to have to work. It's not just you doing all the work. It's not him doing all the work. You both have to do all the work, you and your partner. Okay. All right. Yes, we have that going on 100%. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's interesting how accurate the cards can be, right? So interesting. Oh, thank you so much, Safia. Yeah, so I think this relationship, you can work on it and have it come to be really sweet and really solid, really solid. King of Cups is really solid relationship. All right, let's see who our other donors are. Okay, those are on PayPal. Let me check out PayPal real quick. I got to log back on. It kicks me off if I'm not right there. Okay, so who do we have? I'm going to go in order. So I need questions from, hold on, my computer's really slow because we're on Zoom. We're doing a lot here. Poor Yvonne, I feel like you're falling asleep.
Really?
Are you sleepy?
Personally, me, yes, a little, but my phone should work.
Okay. So, oh, okay. So, Hallie, Lucas, and Mihai. Hallie, Lucas, and Mihai, I need questions from the three of you. And I think I did get some questions. Hold on. Let me check. Yeah. Love Witch has a great thing, a great comment for you, Nancy. I wonder if you need to take one step back and do magic towards a goal that precedes your bigger goal. Yeah, do smaller steps, step by step. Oh, Safia, you were dealing with schizophrenia in our relationship, so it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, Jason on PayPal. It might have shown up. Hold on. I have Nancy. We already did. Hallie, Lucas, and Mihai. Let's see if so Nancy, Hallie, Lucas, and Mihai, send your questions in. And I'm looking for, don't worry, we're looking for you. Aw, you're so welcome, Safia. Okay, beauty and glamour magic. Which one are you? Because they're different amounts. So I don't know. Beauty and glamour magic. I got your question. I just need to know how many cards, or just tell me how much you donated. Okay. Oh, okay. So Jason, you're Mihai. Okay, great. Okay. So got it. So you're looking at the question of, okay, so 2-card reading. All right. And you want to know about, oh, okay. Okay. Let's do, well, Hallie. Oh, okay. So let's do Hallie first, and then we'll do Mihai. Okay. So Hallie, let me look at yours. So Hallie, what is the universe trying to tell me about my business? Okay, let's take a look and see. Oh, nice. Okay. It's very specific to business. We've got 3 Pentacles cards that showed up. So Hallie, your first card is the 3 of Pentacles. So it's all Pentacles cards. It's all about business. It's all about money. It's all practical. It's amazing. I love it. How tarot is so amazing. So 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is working together in cooperation with others. So what do you need to know about your business? You need to partner with other people. If you're trying to do it all by yourself, it doesn't mean that you have to bring in a partner, like a business partner. It just means you have to collaborate with others and work with others. So this could be for your business, like it could be, sharing clients with somebody. Maybe somebody has a business that their clients they don't have the same business as you, but they're doing something similar, and you guys are what I want to say, cooperative with one another, or you're sharing information, sharing clients, referring people, and so on. So this is a card about collaboration and working together. So you need to work together with others. That will build your money. That will build your business. That's that 3 of Pentacles energy, which is a very positive card in terms of a business. But you are not a solo act. That's what this is, the message that you're getting. You're not a solo act. You need to start working and collaborating with others. This could be participating in things. This could be working together with others. This could even be a mastermind group where you get together with other business owners, your friends, or other people that are in the same type of business, and you brainstorm together and you help one another and you share information. That can be very, very helpful. So 3 of Pentacles energy is cooperate and work with other people. Second card, Ace of Pentacles, Beautiful card, pure essence of abundance. This is a beautiful card about abundance. And look, sunflower, Ukraine. So this is saying to you new business. So this might be a new avenue for your business or a new idea that you have that is going to generate money for your business. So this is something new. It's not something you've been doing all along, but bringing in something new. So if you have a little idea about something that you're thinking like, oh, I could do that, or I could add that service, or I could add that offering to what I already offer. It doesn't mean you have to scrap your business, but you need to have this new idea, this new thing. So cultivate that. Look at, we have a little spider there, right? Pavuk, a little pavuk. Pavuk is spider in Ukrainian. So spider is about being industrious too, working hard and weaving, right? Being industrious. And so it's going to feel effortless. It's going to feel fun, but working on something new is going to add some new energy to your business. I feel like it's going to add some freshness and some new energy. So a new offering, a new arm or branch of your business, or a new idea for your business would be really good. Lastly, abundance is yours. This is Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is it's about being a good steward of your money, but not being fearful about your money. Do you get the difference? A good steward is careful about money. What, looks at, and I almost want to say like maybe having a business plan would be good here, right? Maybe bringing in something that's going to calm down your energy around money so that you're not feeling worried about money or worried about the business. Practical things are going to help with that, and a business plan is a practical thing. So make a little business plan. Start to think about your new business offerings and bring in collaboration with others. Does that make sense? Amazing. Yes, 100%. I love it. I recently joined a mastermind group for introverted entrepreneurs, and I'm in the planning stages right now. Perfection. This is right on the money. This is exactly it. Yes, Ivan.
It's very interesting, and I have to admit that you told from the very beginning that pentacles are, let's say, solid cards. They are about our Earth life, and all the three cards you pulled out from the deck were about pentacles. So that's amazing.
Ivan, I'm going to teach you how to do. Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad that was helpful. Yeah, I mean, I see all as well with your money, and I see all as well with your business, but you do need to bring in that collaboration, and that mastermind is going to help hugely. And I do think that you want to be practical. So in your mastermind, maybe those are the practical things that are going to come about from the mastermind, because the mastermind was the first card. The working with others and collaborating and sharing information is the first card. If you're an introvert, you're trying to do it all yourself, but this gentle group that's so supportive and loving and everybody gets it. If you're an introvert, they get it. How do you promote yourself and do those things when you don't feel like promoting yourself? They get it, and they're going to be so helpful. This is going to be so great. And then I think a new offering in there isn't a bad idea. So you might want to think about that. It may not, if it doesn't come to you now, don't worry, because it's the second card after the mastermind. So it may happen after you start collaborating, and then you can get very practical, very being a good steward of your money, having a budget, doing all those things. Sometimes that's not the fun part. Yeah. Wonderful. Yes, I love it. Absolutely. Yeah. If you want to start doing more and more offerings and all of that, it's going to be great. I love this. Wonderful. This is great. It's great. I mean, you've got all kinds of, look at that gold coin. That's all you need to see. Your business is going to do well, but we need to bring in these practical things, like you said. All right. Now I've got Jason Voorhees, Mihai. Any information about Radu and Rodica? One card for each. Okay. Anything in particular that you want to, I mean, I can just tell you about them, but it may not be exactly what you want to know, but we'll see. If you want to share anything else about it that can tell me. Okay. I want to make sure you get the information that you want. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Holly. Okay. 2 cards. Okay. Both good cards about them. So for Radu, I pulled 1 card for Radu, 1 card for Radhika. So Radu is 7 of Pentacles energy. Okay, so let me describe 7 of Pentacles energy and then we'll relate it to Radu. So 7 of Pentacles energy is about putting energy into something little bit at a time, right? This is a gardener. He's got a beautiful bush with all these beautiful big gold coins on it, right? He's got his little hoe, his little garden tool. He's leaning on it. He's looking at what he's done. But we need to look at how he got there. How he got there was every day he would go out and give a little water. Next day, oh, he sees a weed, he pulls the weed. Next day, he gives a little more water. Oh, he sees an insect, he takes off the insect. He protects the plant. But the effort is not like big effort. It's doing a little bit every day. Doing a little bit every day is what produced this result. It's also allowing, it's like tending to something. You know what I mean? Tending to something is just taking care of it, but not big work. So what I see here is this is abundance card. But it's like a step-by-step card. So step-by-step energy. Now this may be Radu's personality or maybe what's going on in Radu's life right now. So it might be that the personality is, I'm going to be somebody who works at something for a long time and then sees a result. Or they may be working on something right now that's going to see a good result in the future. Okay. All right. That's for Radu. Radhika. 3 of Wands. It's interesting because I don't know Radu and Radhika are male and female, but this is male and female energy. Radhika, 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is a merchant who's looking at 3 little ships sailing away, right? So the merchant sends the ships to go to another country and trade some silk for some spices or whatever they're trading, and then the ship comes back. So this energy is got a little bit of a similarity to the 7 of Pentacles, but slightly different. This is like I sent something out there and I trust and have faith that it's going to come back to me. So this can be sometimes can represent people who are far away in distance, right? It can be long distance friendships, family that's far away, relationship. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Radhika could be far away or could be wanting to travel far away or wanting to have some travel because this is about distances. When we think of going to other countries, for example, this can represent that. So are these, I don't know if these are your kids and you're asking about your kids or if this is friends or whoever, but this is definitely somebody who's curious about other places far away. Now, 3 of Wands also represents that idea that I put something out there and then it comes back to me, right? I put something out there and it comes back to me. So this would be someone who is willing to like try something and willing to wait patiently for it, but with confidence, knowing that it's going to come back. If you think about the merchant thinks about, I send my ships, but they don't go, oh, I'm worried, are my ships going to make it? They believe in the captain. They pick a good captain. They pick a good ship. They want to have success and they trust their success. So this is about trusting success. But it's also about travel and long distance travel and things taking some time, but producing good results. So investing in something, this could be like also too, like going to university. You go to university and you're there for 4 years and then you get your good results. So it takes time, right? So you think about these things that Radhika has this energy of like, will be successful. They're both successful, right? They both have success energy. But this one is like, I'm going to work on it. This one's like, I'm going to send it off and trust it. I'm going to believe in it. It's going to work. It's all going to work out. Oh, they are friends or were friends. Okay. Is this in relation to your friendship that you want to know about? Because I want to know if that's the case. They were your friends and what are they doing now? Or they're friends, or what happened with the friendship? So if there's something more that I need to know about this, you should tell me. But this is somebody that's distance, long distance, and somebody that's thinking about long term. Okay. So tell me if there's anything else you want to know about it in relation to that. I'll remember. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. All right. So now we have another one, which is, oh, I have to log in. Stay logged in. Can I stay logged in? Lucas. Are you here, Lucas? You have a 1-card reading. Okay, I don't see Lucas here. Oh, my question. Aha. Okay, I do see Lucas's question. Not sure if appropriate for reading. I've been having a recurrent dream for years. I can't understand the message from my subconscious. Let's see what the cards have to say. Why not? We can do it. Okay. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, everybody who's made the donation. We really appreciate it. This is helping to feed beautiful seniors in Ukraine. Okay. Let's see what your dream is about, Lucas. I love this card came up again. Page of Cups. Page of Cups is very magical. You know, this is a magical child, right? This is what we would call the magical child, the spiritual child, the intuitive child. So your dream that you're having is, it probably, you're saying it's for years, it's probably since your childhood, right? It's been a long time. Does it have anything to do with animals? Because this is that one going back to the animals and animal messages. So I don't know if there's an animal in that dream, but if there is an animal in that dream, I would look up and see what the message of that animal is. I don't know if that's the case. Oh, okay. I see your question. So Lucas, is there an animal in your dream? Tell me in the chat. Is there an animal in the dream? Anyway, it's a psychic card. This is a beautiful card. If I were to say anything about you and this card coming up, it's about you having a real sensitivity, a real spiritual sensitivity. It could be that, you know, you're connecting to spirits. It could be that you're connecting to animal spirits, or that you have a gift that is not yet developed, right? This is a card about having undeveloped psychic and spiritual gifts. Probably a choice I regret, which made me waste years. You didn't waste your years. You just went on a different path, right? Here's what I would say to you, Lucas, in general, maybe not about your dream, but this card coming up for you tells me you have undeveloped psychic skills, you have undeveloped spiritual skills, you have undeveloped. So you need to work on developing things. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start anything. If you have regrets, you can make amends if it involves another person, right? Make amends to that person. But whatever the real wish is, whatever you feel choices that you made that you regret, right? You start today. Today is the beginning. Today's the beginning. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. I shouldn't have done this. I should have done this instead. Do the thing that you are gifted at, and you have this beautiful gift that's undeveloped. Yeah. So don't worry about the choice that you made. The choice that you made, you get back on the path. If you hurt somebody or you did something that wasted some time, people waste time all the time. Don't be hard on yourself, or don't feel like there's a timeline for anything. You can begin today. Lots of people begin later in life. You know, they begin, I want to learn how to paint, or I want to learn how to write, or I want to do this. Begin it now. Begin it now. That's what the message is. Start now. Begin now. You're a beginner, but you're bringing in so much wisdom and so much knowledge and gifts and talents. That's the thing. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. Begin today, right? I remember being in my 20s, Ivan, maybe you had this experience too, and going, I started so late making music. I started so late doing art. I'm in my 20s, you know?
I think about this even now, but I know that it's not too late. I write
Yeah.
music also. And I
Yeah.
know that I don't have too much time to become a famous guy, but this is not my general goal. I just do this for myself.
Yeah. Really, it's like, you know what? If you're creating, boy, if you're a creator, do the creation purely for the creation and the experience of the creation. Then make it and share it. Yvonne has some beautiful, on YouTube, some beautiful songs. Let's put that in. I think that's our last reading for tonight. We went longer than we thought.
Yeah, almost
That's great.
twice longer.
That's
That's
great,
great.
though. I know. So on YouTube, let's see if I can even find it. I don't know how I can find you on
It's
YouTube.
silent shelters.
Oh, that's right.
At
Okay.
silent shelters.
At Silent Shelters. Okay. At Silent Shelters. Let's see if I can find it. Legend of Zelda came up, huh?
No, it couldn't be it.
At Silent Shelters. At Silent Shelters. Come on.
One word, silent shelters.
An S at the end, right?
And in in the beginning.
Yeah. I'm doing it, but it's not, I can't find it. Well, I'll put it in there. I don't know why. This is it.
You can just search in the search line, because this is the only name on YouTube. It's the original name.
Yeah, exactly. Look how old Raymond Buckland was. I mean, everything. Look at Van Gogh, amazing artist, didn't start till he was in his 30s, well into his 30s, like 36 is when he started painting. I didn't write my first book until I was in my 50s. Just do it. You start now. Today's the day, right? If there's a dream that you have, start now. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Beauty and Glamour Magic, to the Love Witch. Oh, wait. Love Witch found you. There we go. Thank you, Love Witch. Yes, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right. I want to say thank you, Beauty and Glamour Magic, the Love Witch, for helping. Oh my gosh, so much. This is our inaugural thing. You guys were here for our first one. Lucas, Jason Voorhees. Who else do we have here? Lady Vader, Safia, all of you guys who donated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Vivian, Soul Power Tarot and Coaching. I want to see if there's anybody else. This was a fantastic time. We were really kind of seat of our pants this time. We're going to be well prepared next time, because I'm going to have Megan, Andrew. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much, Angelo. We're going to set it up so that I'm going to do this thing. I'm already picturing it in my mind. I'm going to set up a page on my website. You would think I didn't have enough sleep. I'm going to set up a page on the website where you can make the donation ahead of time and put your question in ahead of time. So you can either show up live and do it and pay and get it, or you can pay ahead of time and we'll do it. As long as you give me a question, you don't even have to be here, and you can watch the recording later on YouTube, which makes sense for people that are on the East Coast where it's very late. So that might be a solution too, right? Yvonne?
Of course.
Okay,
yes,
Yvonne.
Of course. And I also want to thank everyone. You guys provided us with a bunch of work today. And I hope that this evening was useful for you in terms of getting answers to your questions. And Definitely, it was useful for me because it appeared to be very interesting. I mean, tarot cards, tarot reading. I didn't have any experience with this, but if we will set up this regularly, oh my gosh, it's so hard to spell this word for me. I will be, maybe I will be a practicing magician sometimes.
Yeah, I know you're going to be, we'll make you into charakternik. Charakternik?
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio and I have a lot of
A molfar.
spiritual abilities.
Yes, you do. Water signs are all natural intuitives, right? So let's talk about our totals for today. So on PayPal, we got 20, 10, 30, 60, 90, 20, 30, 60, 90, 140 on PayPal, and 30, 60, 90, 120, 130. Let's make sure that's right. 20, 30, 60, 90, 120, 130. So what is that? 130 and 140? Is that what it is?
270.
Pretty good for our first go. How many grannies
Of
is
course.
that? Almost?
It's 7, but I have $20 more, so it's almost 7. It should be 7 for sure. Yeah, and I also maybe I can even fuel my car a little because I have to take it from the maintenance station and it's empty. We use it every day to buy food and to deliver food to grannies.
Yeah. Oh my
It's very
gosh.
inconvenient now without a car, but I hope that today we will improve this.
Thank you so much, Ivan, for just getting up so early. And it was not the
I'm
get
ready
up
to
early.
do this every Wednesday. This is extremely interesting to
Cool,
me,
huh?
and
We're
it's extremely useful for our seniors.
wonderful. So, okay, so I'm going to make a page on the website. I'll probably do it when I get back. Maybe I'll do it over the weekend. I'm going to the Tide conference in Dallas this weekend. So either I'll try and do it. Maybe I'll do it while I'm in the airport. I'll just put together the web page, and then we'll have it set up, and I'll explain it a little bit on the web page, and maybe we'll put some videos of the grannies, and I'll do that. What's going to be cool. So next week we'll see you same time. You guys that are here, we'll see you same time, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Late night tarot party on Wednesday night, and we're raising funny. We're raising funds for the grannies. We're raising funds to help seniors in Ukraine, to feed them. This is amazing, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys
Have your
are
friends
saving
be
lives.
there if they also have some questions.
Yeah, exactly. This is a great time. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Ivan. I'll let you get your breakfast and get to work today, and I'll send you the money right away when we finish our call, okay?
Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a
All
great day ahead.
Okay.
No, great night. Great
It's a great
dates.
night. Yeah. I hope tonight you have a peaceful night. You get some rest tonight.
I have some doubts, but anyway, it doesn't relate to our ongoing work.
Yeah.
Today's work.
Yeah. My heart is with you guys every single day. Every single day. All right, tell Yulia and Danielle that I said hello. That's Yulia's Ivan's wife, and Danny is his son. Tell them I said hello and I send my love, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, Ivan, if not before. Okay?
Okay, sure.
Bye, everybody.